In an interview with the Daily Telegraph in 2001, Stephen Hawking said, "I don't think the human race will survive the next 1,000 years unless we spread into space. There are too many accidents that can befall life on a single planet. But I'm an optimist. We'll reach out to the stars." The Earth has provided us a stable platform for more than 5 billion years. But there's no guarantee it will continue to do so. So it's necessary for us to expand our living beyond Earth. With this, I introduce to you Atlantis. Atlantis is a space settlement which embodies the technology of the lost continent Atlantis, coupled with a luxurious living in space.
The aims of constructing Atlantis: 1. To extend human race into the solar system. 2. To provide a living in an orbit with splendor and luxury. 3. To avail financial benefits of over $15 trillion by mining the asteroid 433 Eros. And 4. To expand human knowledge about the solar system.
Location of the settlement. The first few settlements would have to begin somewhere near Earth. Places far from Earth would also be possible, but they'd be extremely difficult to construct because they'd weigh hundreds of tons, would require large radiation shielding masses, and would need large-scale constructions very far from Earth where there are no proper facilities during construction. So an ideal space settlement would be first located somewhere near Earth, and later other settlements could be constructed nearby and utilize the materials, then move to other orbits. Atlantis would be first constructed in the ELEO because of its proximity to Earth and really low radiation shielding required in that orbit. This settlement would be called Atlantis 1. In that orbit, the asteroid 433 Eros will come close to Earth. With equipment from Atlantis 1 and the Earth, the asteroid will be mined. The minerals extracted would be very useful to avail financial benefits and construction of the settlement. However, after a few years, the construction of a new settlement called Atlantis 2 will begin in the same orbit. To expand the human race into the solar system, the settlement would be transported to the Mars geosynchronous orbit. The structure of Atlantis. The structure of the settlement determines its rotational stability, shielding mass, living area available in gravity, making it the most important part of the settlement. Therefore, it is important to have a convenient design with less shielding mass. There is also a necessity of gravity. To create pseudo-gravity, the settlement must be rotated. Therefore, it needs a circle-based design. Considering all the options, the settlement is designed to have 4 ring-like structures and 1 central cylinder, which is connected with cylindrical connectors. The structure of Atlantis is unique and simple to construct. It provides a one-sheet living area due to the structure. The structure consists of the cylinder, which will be used for storage, and 4 rings, which will be used for residence, industries and docking, research and agriculture.
Growing food in the settlement. Food is also an important aspect for life support. Food will be one of the main challenges in a space settlement as there is no availability of soil. Growing food with soilless technologies is necessary. Methods such as geoponics, aeroponics, and hydroponics will be used. Geoponics. Geoponics is a method of agriculture which uses artificial soil substitutes known as zeolites to grow food. Zeolites are minerals which are mostly crystallized and hydrated aluminosilicates. These zeolites slowly release the nutrients to the plant. This is a very efficient way of growing food in the settlement. Aeroponics. Aeroponics is a type of soilless agriculture system which uses nutrient-rich fog to provide nutrition to the plant. The plants are grown in pipes. In these pipes, a nutrient-rich fog is present. Hydroponics. This system is very similar to aeroponics, but in this, there's a liquid nutrient solution will be used instead of the fog. Unlike aeroponics, vertical growth is not possible in hydroponics. Energy. Everything in the settlement depends on electricity. The settlement will have four different sources of electricity: solar panels, wind turbines, nuclear fission, and RTGs. Solar panels. The sun may be considered the potential source of electricity as it is unlimited and also inexpensive. Solar panels will be laid on all the outer rings for getting the most out of the sun. Wind turbines. Though wind won't be available in the settlement, wind turbines will be set up on the lunar and Martian base. There are high-speed winds on Mars which could be helpful. Wind turbines have a very good efficiency and require very less maintenance. Nuclear fission. Nuclear fission is a beneficial way of energy generation in Atlantis. As the sun and the wind won't be available most of the times, and considering the efficiency of solar panels, nuclear fission will be the potential source of energy in Atlantis. Thorium, which is available on Mars, will be used as a fissile material. The asteroid. Asteroids are a source of many materials which could be used for construction of Atlantis and for minerals which can be sold on Earth. Hence, an asteroid will be mined to avail its minerals. The asteroid chosen is a 433 Eros. 433 Eros is an S-type near-Earth asteroid with many minerals. It has a net worth of 15.8 trillion US dollars. It contains minerals such as gold, platinum, magnesium, aluminium, titanium, and iron in abundant quantities which can be mined and sold on Earth. Radiation shielding. Outside the LEO, there is a great deal of radiation which could be hazardous for humans. The ELEO has almost no radiations but still needs a bit of radiation shielding. The Mars orbit has relatively larger amount of radiation, so it needs greater radiation shielding. However, if the settlement is constructed with high-density materials, these radiations could be blocked. The table shows the materials used to construct Atlantis and their densities. Thermal management. Excess heat is a very serious concern in space settlements. The side of the settlement facing the sun will receive blazing heat from the sun and the other will be freezing cold. Hence, it is very necessary that the heat in the settlement should be removed. Also, during generation of electricity, nuclear or solar, there is heat release which should also be eliminated. Here on Earth there is air which acts as an insulator. Due to the absence of air, conduction and convection is not possible. Hence, it is necessary to have a proper thermal system. Atlantis will have both a passive and an active thermal management system. The PTC has multi-layer insulation and heat pipes. The ATCS has liquid droplet radiators. Gravity. Imagining living without gravity is really difficult. Everything would be floating around, out of control, and everything would be a mess. Apart from that, there are health concerns like the bones of children living in 0G would turn weak over time. Gravity will be creating by rotating the settlement. With the settlement rotated, it creates a centripetal force which acts towards the center. These forces are pseudo forces, so the settlement will be rotated to create a gravity similar to that of Earth. But in this case, the residents will experience a pull towards the center of the settlement instead of downward. The table shows the angular velocities of different things and the gravity it produces. The atmosphere. To ensure a comfortable environment, Atlantis has an Earth-like atmosphere. The table shows the percentage of gases in Atlantis. To provide an Earth-like atmosphere, nitrogen and oxygen pressure would be kept at 26.6 kPa and 22.7 kPa respectively. The carbon dioxide pressure would be set at 7 kPa. The course and the schedule. The asteroid 433 Eros, which will pass by Earth at the closest distance on 24th Jan 2056, will be mined. It is an S-type near-Earth asteroid with minerals with a net worth of $15.8 trillion. A part of the minerals will be mined will be used for construction of Atlantis, and the rest will be sold to Earth. The estimated cost of construction of Atlantis 1 and 2 is $165.31 billion. The amount can be easily gained back by selling the mined minerals. The construction of Atlantis will begin in 2045, and the asteroid 433 Eros will be mined in 2056. By 2065, the construction of Atlantis 1 will be completed and people will start to settle in. In 2072, the construction of Atlantis 2 will begin and will be completed by 2093. The end. Hope you all enjoyed it. Any questions about this would be readily answered in the poster session. Thank you. Have a nice day.